So my wellness path began probably in my early 30s. And I tried a lot of different programs. I was on Jenny Craig, I was on Weight Watchers, I did more macrobiotic diets and things like that. And I found that I would get some results, but they would be kind of short term. And then I would go back to maybe less healthy habits. And so I joined the wellness group through my primary care physician's recommendation, which I thought was a great idea, about 3.5 years ago. And the thing that I've noticed the most is I've made these really positive, healthy changes without trying, too hard. They've been relatively painless. I like how positive and practical the advice has been. The biggest change that I have made in the beginning was a big change. So it was suggested to me that I didn't need snacks, which is crazy because most of my life I've convinced myself and truly believed, and everyone around me believed, that I was one of those people that when my blood sugar dropped out, I was useless. I constantly had a snack in my bag. But I was convinced that after a couple weeks, I wouldn't need these snacks anymore. I have to say I was doubtful, but it's been huge. I don't eat snacks at all. And I think that was a big change that I made, and it stuck. And so, it was hard maybe the first week. And then after that, people are shocked. People who know me, family, friends, they can't believe that, I didn't need that. So meditation, right? It sort of seems like this huge, lofty goal. But when it was explained to me in the group, in fact, Dr. Altman had this great story about, you don't have to follow all the rules of meditation. You can just sit and be quiet. And I thought, all right, I can do that. And so that's been really helpful. Problem-solving skills. This was big. And so the idea is that you write down your problem, whatever it is, can be a simple one. And then you just brainstorm on ideas for solving the problem, but you don't judge or think about how the problem needs to be solved. And before you know it, you've just sort of listed all these things. And if you free your mind to that, and then you write down the positives and negatives to each potential solution, it just comes to you what's going to be the easiest way to solve it. The goal that I'm working on right now is home cooking. And again, I'm not someone who was a home cooker. I constantly ate out, and it had been repeated to me over and over again in the wellness group, but I just wasn't quite ready to attack that habit. But I've been doing it now for about 4 weeks. I'm 4 weeks in. I make my lunch, I make my dinner, and it's great. It's a great way to save money. It's a great way to know what you're eating, and I have really noticed a difference. Just even in, my weight loss. I could be down a pound or two just from that. My sister and I have a little strategy that we've come up with for each other, and it works really well. Every week we sit down on Saturday, we set a goal, a wellness goal. Mine might be cooking 10,000 steps a day and exercise twice a week. And if I don't meet that goal, she has to impose kind of a punishment on me. So something that, go to the mall, or something I would never want to do. I'd rather eat right and exercise than ever go to the mall. So she kind of can impose that on me in a friendly, sisterly way. So that's worked really well. Sleep is a struggle for me still. But some things I've learned from the wellness group have been really preparing for sleep ahead of time, turning off the computer, all these kind of little recommendations, practical recommendations. Turning off the computer, turning off the TV an hour before bed, going to bed same time, waking up same time. So I do sleep pretty well.